Breaking news coming in the last couple of minutes, as it has now been confirmed and announced by WWE, TKO Group Holdings and Netflix that WWE Raw will be coming to Netflix in January of 2025. Raw is leaving linear television and moving to streaming beginning next year, as the exclusive rights for Monday Night Raw have been revealed. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Today's already been a massive day for WWE with the announcement of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being added to the TKO Group Board of Directors. But huge news now breaking when it comes to Monday Night Raw and the future of the longest running weekly episodic television program in broadcast history, because it's leaving cable broadcast television and moving to streaming beginning next year. Let's get straight into this bombshell announcement by WWE and Netflix today, starting with the official press release coming from TKO Group Holdings. They have said, WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, today announced a long-term partnership that will bring WWE's flagship weekly program, Raw, to the world's leading entertainment service. This marks a major programming shift as Raw leaves linear television for the first time since its inception 31 years ago. Beginning in January of 2025, Netflix will be the exclusive new home of Raw in the US, Canada, UK, and Latin America, among other territories, with additional countries and regions to be added over time. Likewise, as part of the agreement, Netflix will also become the home for all WWE shows and specials outside of the US as available, inclusive of Raw and WWE's other weekly shows, SmackDown and NXT, as well as the company's premium live events, including WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and the Royal Rumble. So seemingly, when it pertains to the UK over here, everything's going on Netflix, kind of similar to Peacock in the United States. But in the United States, Raw will be exclusive to Netflix as well. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But over here in the UK, no longer it's going to be on TNT Sports. Everything's going to be on Netflix. And the WWE Network, seemingly a bit like in the US with Peacock, is going to be merged over into Netflix as well. Now, WWE's award-winning documentaries, original series, and forthcoming projects will also be available on Netflix internationally beginning in 2025. Quote, "This deal is transformative," said Mark Shapiro, TKO president and COO. "It marries the can't-miss WWE product with Netflix's extraordinary global reach and locks in significant and predictable economics for many years. Our partnership fundamentally alters and strengthens the media landscape, dramatically expands the reach of WWE, and brings weekly live appointment viewing to Netflix. Quote, "We are excited to have WWE Raw with its huge and passionate multi-generational fan base on Netflix," said Netflix Chief Content Officer Bella Baraja. "By combining our reach, recommendations, and fandom with WWE, we'll be able to deliver more joy and value for their audiences and our members. Raw is the best of sports entertainment, blending great characters and storytelling with live action 52 weeks a year, and we're thrilled to be in this long-term partnership with WWE." Quote, "In its relatively short history, Netflix has engineered a phenomenal track record for storytelling," said Nick Khan, WWE president. "We believe Netflix, as one of the world's leading entertainment brands, is the ideal long-term home for Raw's live, loyal, and ever-growing fan base. With 1,600 episodes to date, Raw is the most iconic show in sports entertainment. Since its debut in 1993, Raw has delivered action, compelling drama, and unmatched athleticism 52 weeks a year. Blending the best of scripted content with unpredictable live entertainment, the 3-hour show has helped launch the careers of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte Flair. The show is currently the #1 show on USA Network, where it brings in 17.5 million unique viewers over the course of the year, one of television's best performing shows in the 18 to 49 advertising demographic. Raw trends on X 52 weeks a year, while each new episode is airing. On social media, WWE has more than 1 billion followers across its platforms. Now, we do have some more details on really the things that they've left out of the press release, but certainly it's a major shakeup in which WWE has struck this deal with Netflix Netflix to see its flagship weekly live pro wrestling show begin airing exclusively on the streaming giant beginning in January of 2025. Of course, as I mentioned, this marks the first time in its near 3-decade history that Raw has not aired new episodes on a linear television network, but also it's really the international aspect of it as well that is just as big, particularly when it comes to countries outside of the United States. As I mentioned, here in the UK, with seemingly everything going on Netflix, including the WWE Network over here in the UK, similarly to how the network has gone on to Peacock in the United States. Now, according to Variety, they say that according to sources with knowledge of the deal, it is valued at least at $400 million per year and is believed to run for more than 5 years. By comparison, sources also say that WWE's current 5-year deal for Raw with NBC Universal is worth approximately $250 to $260 million per year. So it actually represents close to, or maybe even more, than $150 million increase on the show as well. This, again, is huge news for WWE. Not just domestically, but also internationally. Now, as I mentioned, WWE's current deal with NBC Universal has Raw airing on USA Network until October of this year. Now, according to an individual with knowledge of the situation, exactly where Raw will air between the end of that deal and the beginning of this Netflix deal is still being determined. So we have a possibility that for about 3 months, towards the end of this year, or about 2 months, there's going to be a period of time where it's like, where is Raw going to air? And as of right now, that hasn't been sort of figured out or anything like that. Certainly, though, it's a huge step for WWE. The deal, of course, is the final step in WWE's latest round of television rights deals. It was previously announced that the rights to SmackDown had been sold to NBC Universal and USA Network in a 5-year, $1.4 billion deal. Not long after, it was announced that NXT would be moving from the USA Network to the CW Network. A source close to the deal pegged the value to WWE at about $20 million to $25 million per year, also for 5 years. And acquiring the rights to Raw solidifies Netflix's push into live programming, with the streamer having just tested the waters with live streaming as of late. In March of 2023, Netflix debuted its first ever live event with the comedy special Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. They followed that up with a live Love is Blind reunion in April. They have aired multiple live events since then, most recently the 30th Screen Actors Guild Awards. But with Raw, Netflix will have a live program that runs weekly year-round. Such a move is seen as a necessity for the trailblazer of the streaming revolution, with multiple competitors already offering regular live sports programs to their subscribers. For example, Amazon locked up the exclusive rights to NFL's Thursday Night Football for 10 years, beginning with the 2023 season. Peacock, NBC Universal streaming service and the current home to WWE's network library content, recently racked up to 23 million viewers when it aired the NFL playoff game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Now, in terms of more reaction to this, WWE's Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, has just tweeted out the following in the last couple of minutes, saying, quote, "This partnership is one that will break new ground and take WWE to new heights. Thrilled to bring Raw to Netflix coming January 2025. Now we change the game." So, what are your thoughts? What are your reactions to this big developing breaking news? How do you think this changes WWE? What do you think it means when it comes to Raw now no longer being on linear television beginning this time next year, it being on a streaming service? What are your thoughts if you're outside of the United States, meaning that Raw, SmackDown, NXT, everything is moving to Netflix, including the WWE Network and premium live events as well? Is this a good thing for the customer, the consumer? Is this a bad thing? Now we see WWE touching every single aspect of entertainment. You've got cable television with SmackDown, you've got broadcast television with the CW, and now you've got streaming with Raw as well. Do you think Raw will change? Do you think Raw will go from Monday nights to a different night? Do you think it will go from 3 hours back to 2 hours? How do you think all of this is going to play out? And what do you think happens when the contract with USA Network expires in October of this year, and they've got that period of time where Raw's not going to be technically airing anywhere? Do you think they'll figure something out? Do you think it'll be moved to Peacock? What do you think will happen? Let me know your reaction to all of it in the comment section below. Of course, we get any more information on this, the reaction to this, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being added to the TKO Group Board of Directors. We covered that earlier today. If we get any more information on that, we'll let you know. So stay tuned, click the like button, be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and I'll speak for you again very, very soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.